Ah, yes, the Hot Toys Spider-Man No Way Home Doc Ock Deluxe. So we're going to be doing a review unboxing, but before we start, understand, folks, that I am passionate about the character of Doc Ock, Dr. Octopus, Otto Octavius, and throughout the years I have spent countless times modifying, reviewing, playing, and suffering the agony of an unlicensed Doc Ock version where I really regret ever going down that path. But that being said,
Don't leave now. Things are just starting to heat up.
Hot Toys did it. Yes, Hot Toys finally delivered a high-end licensed near cinematic replica Doc Ock. But understand, though, that this unboxing review will be the second version, since I've already done a modified version of the first Doc Ock Deluxe set. Yeah, I was excited, folks. I was excited when this set first arrived. I couldn't contain myself. First thing was first, I wanted to make Doc Ock alive. I wanted to make those tentacles alive, and I knew from the very get-go that I would want two versions of Doc Ock. I would want one with the Stark Tech technology, and then I would want a regular version. And this version, though, I was able to learn. I was able to enhance. I was able to improvise. I was able to discover techniques that I will then show you wonderful folks in this video. The second version of Doc Ock, the modifications that I will entail. I will take you down this journey. I will show you as to how to bring these wonderful mechanical, technological R&D design tentacles, and the secret is those steel cables that are embedded inside the tentacles. So, let's not waste any time. Let's get to the second unboxing. Let's get right down to it. So, this is the second deluxe version, and it took me a while, I will confess, being able to find a second deluxe version at retail, because Doc Ock Deluxe is already on the chase market of this figure. If you're able to find it at retail at a considerable price, go for it. But as I was able to get this deluxe version, you can see those are the Stark tentacles there. I won't be using those Stark tentacles. I'm just going over the head here. What I'm really doing here is I'm inspecting the figure. I'm inspecting the body. I'm looking at the soft goods material. If there's any defects, anything that of concern. I'm also gonna strip Mr. Otto Octavius down, because I want to see if there's any options, alternatives. There's something that can help me in this modification. Folks, I'm essentially going to be repurposing the regular tentacles with the existing tentacles from the first deluxe set. I'm going to be welding them together to extend those tentacles. I want those long mechanical tentacles, and at the same time, I also have to solder the LED lights and bring the figure to life. So I'm going over here. This was a big shock that the spinal cord was not included on there. I thought that was a little bit disappointing, as is the Toys Era version. These sunglasses here, the yellow sunglasses, I don't like them. What helps the sculpt of this figure come alive is you have to hide the eyes. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to grab some black acrylic paint, and I'm going to dab some super thick black acrylic paint in the inside, not on the outside of the glasses. That way it'll look a little bit more natural. It'll blend in. So I'm going to paint this. I'm going to set those aside, and then I'm going to go back to the regular tentacles. We have the regular tentacles, and then we have the Stark Tech tentacles. And that is the first figure I showed you in the video that's been modified already. What I'm doing here is I'm just doing a little bit of quality control, making sure everything looks legit before I start this modification. and just doing a little bit of a close-up. And this is just wonderful. This right here is what made my day. The fact that they were able to deliver a true likeness, a true cinematic representation of the tentacles, where there are 3 steel cables inside, and it's more of a segmented piece. This is, I honestly, I thought Hot Toys would just do it like a large bendy version, kind of go lazy, half-ass it, but no, they did it. The value in this figure is the tentacles, and then the articulation in the actual arms there, the little hands there. And I just popped the top portion on there because I'm just kind of researching here. What the conclusion I came with is that, all right, if I'm gonna start cutting into these tentacles, if I'm gonna start drilling into it, can I just damage one? That way, if it does backfire on me, I can at least still salvage one set of the regular tentacles, because then that way I'm like, I can go, you know what, cool, I have the Stark Tech version Doc Ock, and then I have the regular version Doc Ock, and I'm fine. But to make this modification pop, to essentially, for me, justify this purchase, is that I want those super long, cinematic, unrealistic, I mean, these tentacles break the laws of gravity. It's just physically impossible. What I'm doing right there is that as I drill the hole, I've added a steel little bar there for support. I had to drill through one tentacle, and again, I only damaged one tentacle, and I was able to drill through it, and I added that steel beam. These are the cheap little LEDs that you can pick up on Amazon. You can get like 100 of them for like $14, I think. And I'm not going to be using the actual eyeball purpose of the LED. It's just the LED itself, even though there's batteries in it. These LEDs are rated up to 5 volts. I don't want the light that bright. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take the LED and I'm going to flip them backwards. This is just a test shot here, just showing you what it is. Now, after all the welding and a day later, because I was forced to use a little bit of crazy glue for support. Well, not crazy glue, Gorilla Glue. I was very, very impressed. I'm like, wow. The modification, the welding of the tentacles together.
What's this? What treachery is this? A licensed version of me? Unacceptable! Authentic and accurate, my ass. My likeness was stolen and now this imposter is here to replace me?
I will confess, I was not sure that these tentacles could support the weight, but they do. And it works, and it creates the vision, the look that I so dreamed of. And I'm just, again, I'm here just playing with it. I love it. I couldn't believe it worked.
Well, I suppose the detailing is more precise, and the tentacles are more accurate.
Yeah, these shots, again, I think it's in part that Hot Toys, they were able to incorporate these flexible steel cables on there because they really are able to support their weight. Now, at this point, you can see I've just done such a really cool job. I'm going to show you the secret. See, I'm going to daisy chain. I'm going to use the internal wires to deliver the power. That's the secret, folks. And there's the LED. I popped it out of that little bulb on there, and I've soldered it. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take the LED, flip it backwards, because I just want the center of the pincher hands there just to glow. Otherwise, if I flip the LEDs the opposite way, it'll just act like a flashlight. Doc Ock's arms should just glow red. I don't want a flashlight, but you can see how the wires there. There's no soldering. You just have to twist the wires internally to the steel cables, and these cables are able to deliver the current that you need. And then midway, where I've kind of welded it together there with the steel rod and the drilling, you can see the wires there are just essentially jumping from one arm to the other. The LEDs are held in place with a little bit of hot glue, and right here I'm just positioning Doc Ock for insertion, folks. And I thought that it'd be easier to put the arms while he's on the modified stand that I created for him, but it's not. You can see it's all prepped up already. I kind of fast forward. It's 4 tentacles. They are essentially USB'd, soldered together. I added a resistor so that I can deliver just under 3 volts. The LEDs are capable of handling 5 volts, but I wanted them to glow. I don't want super brightness out of them. That is electrical tape that I'm just using it to place, just to kind of keep the cords in place. And lo and behold, this is one of the last tests. You can see that that the LEDs are glowing red, and I love the exposed wire. To me, it just gives it that really cool cinematic flavor. So it doesn't bother me that there's little wires protruding to me. It looks badass. And then there's the Stark version of Doc Ock, and then there's my modified with the extended arms there, and they're both USB powered. So once I'm able to incorporate both into my module case, it should look really, really badass. So this is my day. I think if anything, I would want a hat, but these Doc Ocks are more based off of No Way Home, and No Way Home's Doc Ock did not have a hat. I would have kind of, would have preferred a hat, but that's okay though. Otherwise, you can see the arms are holding. The arms are performing better than expected. I would definitely say. Yeah, there's my little USB power pack on there, and you can just I'm just doing a bunch of little close-up shots here just to show you. And the glasses that I painted with the acrylic paint, it's holding up.
Well, he thinks he's the shit, huh? This is outrageous. I was here first. Collectors aren't gonna fall for this shiny new model.
Of course, you can't have a modified USB-powered Doc Ock without having Spider-Man in tow. And I love this shot. I got to play around with the tentacles, and there's just something having Doc Ock just next to Spider-Man that just tends to pop. And I love how these things are just going. You can see the hot glue gun there, the hot glue that I use, and it's just enough to just position the LEDs on there, and they're essentially holding. And I got some really, really kick-ass shots. And of course, this is me just fooling around, and Doc Ock torturing Spider-Man here as he's hanging right underneath the bridge and with the helicopter. I just thought it was just badass. I'm having fun. This was probably like a 3-day video setup, and this was just so much fun. This shot here is probably my favorite. Having Doc Ock stand over Peter Parker on the floor, and the tentacles are just kind of looking at him above Medicine, and he's just there smirking. I love this shot. This whole pose setup here is definitely one of my favorites, and it just came out really, really nice.
Big deal. Peter Parker's a pussy. I could take him down with 3 tentacles tied behind my back. Whatever. Ow, fuck. What the hell? Oh, my back. Oh, Christ. Oh, shit. Hey, guys. What's going on here? Butterfingers.
Folks, I had fun making this video. I hope you did as well. Like and subscribe, leave your comments below, and hopefully I was able to provide a benefit as to how you can make your toys just a little bit better. Thanks for watching.